And that forward curve of our thoracic spine, that natural kyphosis, is just that. It's natural. We're supposed to have it. When we think of posture and we're told to have an upright posture, most of the time we lose that thoracic kyphosis. We lose that position of our backs. It frees up, it keeps our spine and our ribs able to access and move more freely in the lateral and rotational planes of motion. And those are our power planes. With that upright posture, when we're talking about good form, and we lose that thoracic spine curve, we lose the ability to bend and rotate in those power planes, decreasing the efficiency of our trunk to wind and unwind, producing and controlling that power, and translating that to our hips as we move forward. Not only does that spine position alter those, just the spine, it changes the position and the mobility of our ribs. Now, we talked about how our abs wrap around from our front to our back, from our pelvis to our ribs. Then those muscles, the abdominal wall, pulls, loads and unloads our rib cage. The ribs are part of our power, that side bending and rotation. We need that thoracic kyphosis, that appropriate curve of our spine to keep our spine unlocked and our ribs in a position to then participate in the side bending and rotation planes to produce power. Yes, our ab muscles are our core, but we need that structure, we need that lattice work, we need the whole torso free and available to participate in that motion. And not only does that thoracic kyphosis have a component of, for our stability, it helps to create the position and the housing for our lungs to be able to expand every time we breathe in. Not only to create that pressure, the wine barrel, the whiskey barrel tension and pressure that we have for our stability, for our power, but the ventilation, the ability to move our air in and out freely. So that's why with our efficiency or inefficiency, our training of what muscle is supposed to do what, our power producers, our breathing muscles, our respiratory muscles, having them working together but yet separate, if we work beyond that sweet spot of our efficient running, our mechanics of being able to hold our trunk stable as we're running, as we get to the upper limits of that, we can still move and produce power and speed, but as we go faster, our trunks might not have the strength or the ability to hold stable. We don't just fall apart. What ends up happening is we ask muscle to help out. So the diaphragm, as it attaches all around our ribs and to our back, as we hit those higher speeds, our body might say, hey, our trunk muscles, our core muscles can't hold this position as well at these speeds. Who can help out? And the diaphragm's a good friend and says, hey, I can help out. So your diaphragm now is as much as it's trying to create the pressure, intra-abdominal pressure, the interthoracic pressure for stability, and creating, obviously, breathing, tension for breathing, it's now grabbing onto your back and saying, hey, I can help out with holding you stable as well. And there we go, losing that thoracic kyphosis, that forward curve of our spine. And in this position where our back is straightened up, we'll lose access to the lateral and rotational planes. We lose the freedom of our ribs to be positioned to participate in or allowing for all of that volume for our breathing.